I was in US for some time, and then I returned back to India. So just week after that meeting, a week after I reached India, there was a meeting happening in Chennai Communicators Club. And Sunday afternoon had biryani. I was thinking, what is it we can do? So we'll go to CCC. It's close by, just 1.5 kilometers from my home. So I dropped there. And there is one guy, there is a contest happening, and there is one guy participating in the contest. And he was delivering speech, and not all of them were laughing. Okay. And there is one gang, Badri, Srihari, and few people were sitting in the back, and they were laughing for jokes which is not at all kindling laughter or tickling laughter in me. This guy, I think he was talking about college stories. No? I was thinking he brought all his college friends and made him sit there and delivering the speech, and whatever I do, you guys laugh so that audience reaction will get more score. That's what I was thinking. All his college friends he brought. Okay. And also I was thinking he's not planted the people properly. So when you go and plant people, I use this technique. I tell people, hey, you sit here, you sit here, you sit here, and don't sit together and laugh so that it has to spread across. So all that I do. Okay. So this technique he has not followed. That is what I was thinking. And this guy, right after the club speech, and all those guys are not college friends, all were Toastmaster members. Okay. And after that he went area contest, and then cleared area contest, went to division, and division he cleared and went to district. And that speech was chiseled to a level where someone delivers in district with a broom at the start of the speech. Please put your hands together and welcome Toastmaster Poothathan. And he's such a humorous guy, and we might think looking at his face, so he's not a humorous guy, but there is a humorous bone in this. So he's going to deliver management book review. Can you reveal the book? Or sometimes I feel like don't reveal the book. That's what I feel when I deliver. It's written there. Busted already. Okay. So he's going to deliver 12 Rules of Life by Jordan
Peterson.
Peterson. Over to you, Poothathan. I'm looking forward. Thank you.
Good morning, Meraki's and guests.
Good morning.
I have a question for all of you. Can you tell me one life lesson that you think everyone should follow, or at least think about it and try to adapt to it?
Say it and do it.
Okay.
Mind your own business.
Okay.
Expectations ruin everything.
Anything?
Three
Whenever
words
there
got
is a
it.
quarrel-
You got the 3 words.
Whenever there is a quarrel with wife, ask her to say, make her to succeed.
Okay.
4 rules.
What else? Sir, give it a try.
Challenge yourself always.
Nice. Ashok?
Expectations low. Keep expectations low.
Great. The reason we asked for this, right? Anyone who can form a sentences can give advice. Right? Especially for life, this is something wherever you go, be it your friend, parent, a teacher, a colleague, your mentor. This thing about life, no, it's very generalized, and then people try to ask others to follow this particular lifestyle because they have succeeded in such a way. However, if you want to combine all this and then give a book which will help someone who is very new to outside world and they want to start somewhere, I would suggest they can go and read this book. The reason being, lately I've been watching YouTubes and there is something called shorts. Now the problem in these information ages, you have lot of information and you don't know which one to consume. And there is something called influencer. These days, people who can form sentences, who can speak in front of a camera, can guide each and anyone, right? The problem with this, there is no genuinity or authenticity in what they are conveying, and it may not affect or it may direct people to a different path. Coming to this particular person, Jordan Peterson, He is a clinical psychologist, a professor who has done extensive research in literature as well. He is someone who I would think of like a fatherly figure who can guide his or her students or children in a right way. I tell you why. When you make arguments, right, it should have some premise and you should have some substantial reasoning to it. These 12 rules that he has laid down in his book has meanings that he has comprehends in a certain way. If I have to read the table of contents, right, for someone who is new to reading books, he can just read these 12 rules and then apply it. But if you are someone who wants to understand why he is saying this, right, now he will use his perspective, his words, citing towards scientific data, his religious beliefs, political things that's happening, and then he has convinced me to a point. Okay, this is why he has made these 12 rules. I have not memorized these 12 rules. I'm gonna read it, and then I'll tell you how it made sense to me. We'll start from the first rule. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. This is the first rule. And this entire 12 rules revolve around a theme called order and chaos. So he started his argument saying, there is always an order, there is always chaos. When you skew towards one end of it, you will end up in chaos. If you focus more on order, if you focus more on discipline, rules and everything, chaos will rise up, and then you have to reinforce your order again. If you go towards chaos more, you have no other way. You have to create an order in your life so that you can get the right path. So there is a intersection here. So he suggests people to have one leg on the order, one leg on the chaos. It's like you should not be doing the things that you're comfortable, only the things that you're comfortable, but also have a leg in the unknown space so that you will able to master new things. This is the whole premise of this particular book. But I'll tell you the interesting facts about these 12 rules. The stand up straight with your shoulders back, right? He said, if any of us try to position our muscles in a happy, when you are happy, right? If you're not happy at all, but you just position your muscles in such a way that you're smiling, you will start feeling that happiness. The same way, if you position your muscles and chin and everything to a sad face, you will start feeling sadness. This is the reason. This immediately hit me when we, as a speaker, if I am saying something in a very low tone, I am sure my audience will sleep. The same way, if we say something in a high pitch voice, even it has no sense. Wow, what a speaker, man! This thing came to my mind. This shoulders back thing is something. If you start to read this book, this is something I think it will help you pick the pace and go to the other rules. And the second rule and third rule is kind of a similar one. The second rule is treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. And the third rule is make friends with people who want the best of you. The argument is like the author saying, when it comes to self-help, people will not put that much interest or effort. We will skip meals, we will skip breakfast, we will not sleep well. But if you are going to take care of a pet, you will ensure, or if you're going to take care of your kid, you will ensure that you will put all the efforts that is required for the kid or the pet, right? He suggests if you start helping us first, it will ensure that we will grow. And also the environment which we are there, the people who want best out of you will make your life with a better place. The underlying thing about these two lines is he's saying this will not make your life comfortable. This will put yourself in a more uncomfortable situation when you try to wake up at 5 a.m. when you try to be with people who are highly competitive, right? It will put you in an uncomfortable situation. It will put you in a chaotic situation, and you will create order from it. And I'll quickly run through 2 or 3 items which I feel it's mind blowing. One is, do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. If you are agreeing to things what your children is doing, but yet they are doing something not good or they are not disciplined, how will the others will perceive? They will also, the adults or other child will also dislike them. So you should discipline them and be precise in your speech. I never seen in a rules for life someone talks about be precise in speech. He's saying if you cannot articulate or say something what you want to achieve, then it is very difficult for others to understand what you want to become. And this again rolled back to one more rule, saying tell the truth or at least don't lie. This is very interesting because if you start speaking lie, if you lie to many people, your perception itself will change. Over the period of time, you will not even believe your own words. These are some of the high-level rules that I have seen. And the last one is, pet a cat when you encounter one in the street. This is very, this is something small things. He urges the readers to enjoy these small things in your life. So it will have a profound impact in the way of life. To summarize, this is not a very interesting book if you just look at the lessons, life lessons. But he has given cited lot of scientific facts and religious citations as well. He's not being very religious, but he's saying the similarities in each of the religion or the context he talks about. And I would suggest you go and listen to his YouTube videos as well. It is very interesting, and I hope you will also find this book intriguing as well. Thank you, Toastmaster.